Hello, Capricorns, and welcome to this, your May 1st through May 15th reading and predictions. For those of you who are new here, a very warm welcome and a great big thank you to those of you who are returning. Let's dive right into your reading by first taking a quick peek at what came up for you in your last reading, covering the time frame April 15th through April 30th. Just calling up my notes. All right, so the cards indicated that you had a really, really good idea, but you were still scattered. And part of what was scattering you about your idea was that you were looking to others for approval rather than brainstorming with others for clarity. So there was something that you were going to have to let go of there, some kind of belief system that was affecting your ability to bring this grand new idea to fruition. All right. So, where are the Capricorns at now? End of April. What's going on for Capricorn? All right. So, we have three cards that have jumped out of the deck here. Let's take a look. The first card is the Justice card. As we all know, Justice is blind. Justice likes to feel balanced. And when the Justice card comes out, many of us are given the heads up to perhaps make sure that we are staying between the lines, if you get what I mean. So, this is not formal legal advice. This is common sense advice. When the Justice card appears in a reading, it can potentially indicate real legal issues, potentially. Most of the time, it doesn't. Most of the time, it is about balance. It's about blind justice. It's about, not being able to see the outcome, but the outcome will be fair because the Justice card also indicates some karma. But every once in a while, when the Justice card comes out, Capricorn, it's kind of giving you the heads up. Don't be jaywalking. Don't come to rolling stops at the stop signs. If you're living in a state or a province or somewhere where there's no right turn on red and you might be tempted to make a right turn on red, these little types of infractions can sometimes get us caught up when the Justice card appears. So just the heads up on that one. But overall, the Justice card I'm feeling for you right now at this time at the end of April is about finding some new balance in your life. Your last reading was quite scattered, so perhaps you're finding a little bit of balance. The next card that you have is the 10 of Pentacles here. And the 10 of Pentacles is a card of feeling like you found some contentment, like you found, a good place in your life at this time. The 10 of Pentacles is also the card of make sure you are saving for a rainy day. Now, this is not formal financial advice. Oh my goodness, we have a card of legal advice and we have a card of financial advice here. And as always, this is not formal, official financial advice. What the 10 of Pentacles does ask me to give to you is common sense advice. And that is make sure you're saving for a rainy day. Put a little bit aside here, a little bit aside there, spare change in your pocket, put it in a piggy bank, save for a rainy day. And finally, in your where you are at now, you have the star. And let's see whether it's going to come into focus. Maybe not. No. Oh well. The star card is all about the star shining down on you. Good things are coming to you. It is a reminder, however, to pay attention to the stars. Keep in mind that you are a star seed. We are all from the stars. And so there is that aspect of keeping in mind when this card comes up, the interconnectedness of us all. In fact, when the star card comes up, oftentimes there's a theme of the butterfly effect. We're reminded that what we do And what we put out into the world affects others, even if we don't think that that's happening, Capricorn. So just keep that in the back of your mind. Let's take a look at what you are focusing on and where you are putting your attention. All right, fairies. The fairies have been really naughty lately and kicking out just so many cards, it's ridiculous. So what we're going to do is we're going to just go through the deck, let the fairies kick out as many cards as they want, and then we will shuffle through the smaller portion of the deck and see what comes up. This is quite a mess of cards coming in here. Okay, let's collect up all of these and give them a quick shuffle. Oh, one of the cards is upside down. Oh, well, that doesn't really matter. All right, could we please have 2, maybe 3 cards for what the Capricorns are focusing on, please, fairies? There's one card jumping out. There's another one. Is there anything else? Last time? Anything else? Nope. All right, I'm going to just flip around this card that got flipped over. Actually, you know what? I'll pull it out because it was flipped over. Okay. Oh my goodness. You have another 10 here. I want to go out on a limb and say that May 10th, right in and around May 10th, is going to be an important day for you. I also want to point out the number on the Justice card is the 11th. So right in and around the 10th and the 11th is probably going to be very important for you. The first card that you have and what you are focusing on is the Five of Summer. This card corresponds to the Five of Cups. Five of Cups is the Don't Cry Over Spilled Milk card. This is the card of you can't change the past. What's happened has happened. You can change the emotional spark or the emotional trigger that is in the past, but you cannot change the past. So don't spend your time focusing on that spilled milk. It's not going to change. You have the Three of Autumn. This is the equivalent to the Three of Pentacles. And this is a card of follow your passion. Figure out what it is that you are passionate about and go after it, Capricorn. And you have the Ten of Summer, also known as the Ten of Cups. This card, the Sun, and the Star. Those 3 cards are considered the happiest cards in the entire tarot deck out of 78 cards. And you have the Star and the 10 of Summer here, indicating that you have amazing, fantastic things coming your way at this time, Capricorn. The 10 of Summer indicates that you are feeling like you are emotionally fulfilled at this time. This came up in your focus. So even if you're not feeling like you're emotionally fulfilled yet, it is one of the things that you are working towards focusing upon, and you are working towards manifesting. If you're thinking about it, you're working towards manifesting it. This is what you want. You want the emotionally fulfilled life. This is what you're working on. But in order to achieve the Five of Cups, you're going to have to release something from the past. Recognize you can't go back and change the past. Where are we going for your difficult influences? We're actually getting called back over here to the Itty Bitty Witch deck. I do not have any affiliate links with any of the decks that I use, but if you are interested in which decks I am using, by all means, just reach out, drop a comment in. Okay, so in your difficult influences, you have the Three of Wands. Interesting, this is your second 3 in your reading as well. So watch out for the 3rd of May coming in. The Three of Wands is a card of putting your intentions out there and trusting that you are going to manifest them. The Three of Wands may also sometimes indicate putting an idea out into the world and kind of sitting back and going, okay, when's it going to happen? When's the magic going to happen? This card coming up in your difficult influences is indicating you might be hesitating on putting a new idea or something out into the world. And in your difficult influences, you also have the Seven of Wands. It's interesting that you have two wands in your difficult influences. Wands, of course, are about fire. They are about doing. They are about getting out there and physically doing in the real world. And so the Seven of Wands here in your difficult influences is about feeling like you're challenged. Now, you've got the Three of Wands, which is about putting some ideas out there and taking some action on them, and the Seven of Wands about feeling like you're being challenged by the ideas that you are attempting to put out into the world. That's your difficult influences right now. You may have found something that you're passionate about. You may be feeling like you're emotionally fulfilled. But with this Five of Summer here, there's something from your past, some influence from your past that is affecting you or influencing you for not moving forward on a project. I'm sensing, Capricorn, that part of what this reading is bringing up is a little bit of imposter syndrome for you. You are feeling like someone from your past has told you your idea is no good, has told you you're not good enough. And so you are hesitating at putting it out into the world for fear that someone might challenge you again. The reality is that that's in the past. Don't cry over the spilled milk. Don't allow what's happened in the past to affect you going forward and being passionate about what you want to go forward into and from being emotionally fulfilled. Let's dive into messages the universe wants you to hear at this time, Capricorn. Messages from the universe. Okay. So you'll notice that there's two cards here as I drop the deck. Those two cards are left sticking up. I'm going to grab those two cards out and we have another one over here. All right. First message from the universe. This card jumped out is practice moderation. Practice moderation. Don't be going out over the top. Make each day count. Yes. This card speaks volumes to this necessity to want to put something out there, and yet at the same token, feeling like you're going to be challenged, so you're hesitating putting it out there. Make each day count. Do, do. And feel joy in all that you do. Yes. The 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups in your reading is definitely an indication that you are wanting to bring joy and feel joy in all that you do. And all you have to do is actually do it. But you're hesitating. Why? The Five of Cups, I'm sensing, is a belief system that you have that if you feel too good and you get too excited about something and you put it out into the world, if it does flop, it's going to hurt even more if you got excited about it. So you're failing to get really excited and feel joy in all that you do out of fear that, well, what happens if it doesn't work? The problem is that if we go about our lives thinking, what if it doesn't work? Then we never actually get out there and try and do. And we don't put our passions into play so that we can achieve this 10 of cups over here. So watch for that coming up, Capricorn, so that you can avoid it. If we recognize what's coming at us, what's coming down the pipes at us, oh, why do I feel like this right now? Oh, right. There was that reading that indicated that I might feel like I'm being challenged. Yeah, that's what's coming up. I'm feeling like I'm being challenged. And so I'm avoiding feeling joy and making every day count. Yep, I can turn this around because tarot is not set in stone. Tarot is about recognizing the energies that are coming towards us, that may be bombarding us, that may be lightly drifting down on us like fresh fallen snow. Either way, it's about the energies that are coming towards us, and it's how we choose to react to those energies that's important, Capricorn. That's the big lesson of tarot. So, how are you going to react? How are you going to deal with what's coming down the pipes at you? Because the star is indicating you've got good things coming. 10 of Pentacles, you've got good things coming. 10 of Summer, you got good things coming. But there's something within you preventing you from feeling that joy and embracing that joy. Explore that on a deep level. And when you recognize what it is that's preventing you from feeling that big, beautiful ball of joy and love, don't cry over spilled milk. Let it go. Let's take a look at what's coming up unexpectedly for you. What is unexpected for Capricorn for May, the first part of May? That card is on the floor. I will have to go pick it up. Yes, you're going to want to pay attention to the 10th of May. Oh my goodness. Capricorn, you got another 10. I wonder if we're going to get all four at some point. Let's see what hit the floor down here. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? You did two. You did two. The card that flew onto the floor was the 10 of Wands. This is the 10 of Swords. You have the 10 of Pentacles. And you have the 10 of Cups. You have the perfect quadruple in your reading. I have actually never had this happen, Capricorn. So 10 is super, super important. Please, please, please put your comments down below. What happens to you on the 10th? Because I've never seen this before. All right. So let's start off with the 10 of Swords. The image on the 10 of Swords is kind of an unpleasant image. It's the image of a man, and it looks like he's got a lot of swords in his back, and he's laying there going, ah! This card is actually a positive card, however, despite the fact that the picture is rather unpleasant. This is a card of the beginning of the end of a period where things didn't go your way. This is the end. The burdens are over. You're done. Speaking of burdens, look at the character on this card. This is a card of burdens. This is a card of a character carrying around 10 wands, and he is tired. He's exhausted. The thing with this coming up in your in your unexpected is I feel and sense that this wake up and realization that you're holding yourself back from something, Capricorn. You're holding yourself back from joy, from emotionally being fulfilled, from having the spouse, the white picket fence, the children, the dog, the whole works, from having the star. Like I said, this is one of the most positive cards in the deck. What's holding you back from that is you're carrying around a burden. Carrying around a burden, however, is a choice. Whether you're carrying around someone else's burden or whether you're carrying around the burden of, oh my God, if I put that out in the world, I'm going to get criticized or laughed at or challenged. So I'm just going to play it small. You get the sense that this is what this reading is about. It's about you playing small out of fear. And when you recognize that you've been carrying around that burden, you are going to have the opportunity to release that and move forward in a big way. Let's dive into your general overall outcome. And at this point, I would like to ask you If this is resonating so far, Capricorns, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It really does help me to build. I have been doing these readings for over 2 years now, and I am not yet monetized. So I could really, really use the help right now. All right, final general overall outcome. And at the very end of this video, I'm going to be pulling cards that have yes, no answers on them. So if you do have a question and you would like to put your trust and faith in the cards, please do so at the very end of this video. All right, nothing coming out. Final general overall outcome for Capricorns for beginning part of May. Final general overall outcome. What do we got? What do we got going on? We've got two cards that have flipped out. One of them that's, I'm not sure whether it's actually going to come out or not. Let's see when I drop the deck. Nope, it went back in. So let's take a quick peek at what we have here. Yeah. All right, so this is the fighting card. This card corresponds to the Knight of Swords. And this is the card that when we wake up to the realization that we've been carrying around a burden that wasn't ours to bear, when we realize that a burden that we've been carrying around we can let go of, we sometimes have some regrets. This Five of Cups. And we sometimes feel angry about it. We're angry at ourselves. We're angry at the world. I would have, could have, should have. Get rid of those words from your vocabulary, Capricorn. Would have, could have, should have. If you are using those words, or the other one is, oh, I was supposed to. If you're using that vocabulary, release it, let it go, because that's going to put you in the mood to fight. You're going to be frustrated that your life was postponed or put on hold because of a belief system, because of a burden that you are carrying around that may or may not have been your burden to bear. When you let go of it, things move forward. And so finally, in your outcome, you have the patience card. Be patient with yourself. As you're going through this process, as you're going through this awakening, this realization that you can play big, you don't have to play small because somebody criticized you a long time ago. Play big. Be patient with yourself. Be kind to yourself. Because you've got good things coming. And all these tens, oh my gosh, all of the tens. Pay attention. From the morning of the 10th through the morning of the 11th, perhaps even the afternoon of the 11th, something big. Something big is coming up for you, Capricorn. All right. So if you have a question that requires a yes, no answer, and you would like to put your trust and faith in these cards, bring your question to mind, and I'm going to just shuffle the deck until we have one card come out, and we do already have one card come out. In response to your question, Capricorn, your answer is please reconsider. Please reconsider. This can be sometimes the timing is not right for something, so please reconsider your decision. All right. Thank you so much for being here. If you are interested in a private consultation, I'll put all of my contact details down below. Please allow me the honor of doing your next reading in the middle of May. Take care, everyone.